Making two important announcements today, the Congress party today said that Rahul Gandhi has decided to give up the Wayanad Lok Sabha seat in Kerala in favour of the family bastion of Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh, and capping years of speculation. Priyanka Gandhi finally will be making her electoral debut from the constituency of Wayanad, the one that he's vacating. Now, Rahul Gandhi said that this was a tough decision to make and that nothing changes. In fact, he said that both Raebareli and Wayanad will have two MPs. That's what he said today. So Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, most likely, too, will be in the parliament. What does this mean for the Congress party that in some ways revived this Lok Sabha elections? Will the Gandhi siblings mobilize the Congress as MPs? How will the opposition look at this? Remember, the whole North-South debate started with Rahul Gandhi contesting from Wayanad in 2019. We'll try and understand that tonight. Joining us now is Nalin Kohli of the BJP, also a Supreme Court lawyer. Thank you, Mr. Kohli, as always, for joining us on this show. Mr. Kohli, there are two ways of looking at it. One, of course, that the Gandhis have chosen to play it safe this time as well. The second, of course, is that Rahul Gandhi has decided to take your party's criticism that he is a quitter, and he has decided that he will retain the seat from a Hindi-speaking state. Which side are you on, sir?
Well, actually, your question, Masuda, respectfully, is self-defeating, because when he quits the seat of Wayanad, he's a quitter for the Wayanad. So he's in one way or the other a quitter in any case.
Okay.
But let's come back to the situation here. So there are multiple issues to be seen. The first is the people of Wayanad were never informed by Mr. Rahul Gandhi that he would be contesting two seats. He went in there as a repeat MP. The India Alliance put up a candidate there, yet the people of Wayanad chose to put their faith in Rahul Gandhi ji and elected him. Now, they must be wondering, did they make a mistake? Because he's literally dumping them and going back to the family bastion. Second, by introducing Priyanka Gandhi Wayanad into Wayanad, they are sending a message that dynastic politics will continue from Raebareli up to Wayanad. Will the people of Wayanad accept that? Number three, what about the tall claims that were made? That if Priyanka Gandhi Wayanad would have stood up from Varanasi, she would have won. Of course, that was based on ifs and buts. But the larger question is she never contested in the peak of election. So in a sense, they are trying to introduce her into a safe seat. Whether it will be safe or not, that only we will know after the election, because it's for the people of Wayanad to decide. But in all, this is a classic case of family-based parties looking at what are the best ways of protecting the family interest first.
Right. Mr. Kohli, also this is a sign that the Congress is not ready to give up on UP. What do you have to say about that, sir?
They gave up on UP. Because in the first place, Priyanka Gandhi Wayanad did not contest from UP. She still isn't. So in this particular case, I think this is merely Mr. Gandhi being forced to select two seats. He has selected what he considers the safer seat. It has nothing to do with the revival of UP. If the same seat of Raebareli was in Timbuktu and it was safe, Mr. Gandhi perhaps would have chosen that too.
Okay. And sir, my last question to you, what does this mean for this North versus South debate? Because all of that started with Rahul Gandhi going to Wayanad, and then Karnataka, Telangana fell the Congress way. What does this mean for the future of that debate?
That's an interesting question. We'll have to wait to see how does that unfold. Because when Mr. Rahul Gandhi went to Wayanad, he did portray about the fact that he's here to stay. But he's not here to stay. He has made that clear today. So therefore, how is this going to play in the larger prospects of the Congress politics in the south of Vindhyachals, in Kerala, Andhra, in Karnataka? That is something to be seen. But in any case, by leaving Wayanad, which reposed its faith and stood by him when he lost in Amethi, and now when he dumps Wayanad or prefers to stay with Amethi, with the Raebareli, that's something we'll have to see how it plays out on the Congress party in the south.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kohli, for joining us as
Thank
always. Thank you so much. Also, let's look at reactions from across political parties on this particular story.
प्रियंका वायनाड से चुनाव लड़ेगी, मगर मैं भी पीरियोडिकली वायनाड जाऊंगा और जो वायदे हमने वायनाड को किए थे उनको हम पूरा करेंगे। रायबरेली का पुराना रिश्ता है, काफ़ी खुशी हो रही है कि मैं उनको फिर से रिप्रेजेंट करूंगा।
पार्टी ने ये तय कर दिया कि राहुल गांधी जी अपना रायबरेली का सीट रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि रायबरेली ये पहले से भी उनके बहुत नज़दीक है। उस फैमिली के साथ बड़ा जुड़ाव है वहाँ से, और पीढ़ियों से वहाँ पर वो लड़ते आए हैं।
बहुत खुश हूँ मैं। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू बी एबल टू represent Wayanad, and all I'll say is that I won't let them feel his absence. As he said, he'll come many times with me, but I will work as hard and I will try my best to make everybody happy and to be a good representative. और रायबरेली के साथ तो मेरा बहुत ही पुराना रिश्ता भी है, और 20 सालों से मैंने काम किया है दोनों रायबरेली और अमेठी में, तो वो रिश्ता तो कहीं मतलब किसी भी तरह से टूट नहीं सकता।
Also joining us now is Rashid Kidwai, who's a senior journalist and an author, and Lavanya Ballal Jain, who's the spokesperson of the Congress party. Thank you so much for joining us. Lavanya, to you first, how is the party viewing something like this? Because, times changed so fast. In 2019, I remember Rahul Gandhi chose to fight from both Amethi and Wayanad because at some level, the party was not sure if he's going to win from Amethi. And today, the family, the Congress has both seats, Raebareli and Wayanad, and has chosen to go, Rahul Gandhi has chosen to go with Raebareli, signaling in some ways that the party will not give up on Uttar Pradesh and also Hindi-speaking states. How is the party looking at something like this?
Party does not look at him retaining Raebareli as a signaling of any kind. We have always known that it is a seat that his mother, his father, his grandmother, his grandfather has contested from. So we were aware that when Mrs. Sonia Gandhi went on to become a Rajya Sabha member, that, MP, that there will be Rahul Gandhi ji contesting from that seat. Now, he's the only leader. I would like to remind the BJP, when they talk of all of those things about him running away, Prime Minister Narendra Modi contested from 2 seats in 2014 and he gave up 1 seat. So we could also equate it to him running away from Vadodara. When we talk about Rahul Gandhi contesting from 2 seats, he's proved he's the only leader in India at this point of time who can win both a southern state and a northern state, and we are very proud of that fact. And we are very excited within the party ranks to welcome Priyanka ji into the parliament from Wayanad.
Right. Rashid ji, would you like to comment on that? Because, I do believe that, it's okay for politicians to give up 1 seat for the other because that's what rules say. But, Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat for like 14 years. And people of Vadodara also, had an inkling that he would be retaining the seat of Varanasi, right? Do you think that there is anything that people of Wayanad would feel? Because clearly they have voted for the UDF not once but twice because Rahul Gandhi was a candidate from Wayanad. How do you see this development, sir?
I think, Vasudha, this is a strategic move. It's a move that is going to, as Rahul Gandhi had indicated 2-3 days ago, that it would please both people of Raebareli and Wayanad. Remember, Wayanad had voted for a member of Nehru Gandhi family. So in this sense, there is a continuity. There is Rahul Gandhi, and now there's going to be Priyanka Gandhi. So therefore, there's not going to be any kind of political backlash or disquiet or something that would adversely affect the Congress in the coming assembly elections of Kerala. So they have taken this call. I think the idea is also to provide some kind of strength to the Congress organization, because if Priyanka Gandhi comes in the Lok Sabha, that we're going to give lot of, I would say, sharpness to the Congress party in Parliament. And remember, Vasudha, 6 months ago, the Congress was facing existential crisis after Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Chhattisgarh election. There was a talk that the Congress may not be able to retain its 2019 figure. But 2024 came as a pleasant surprise. The Congress got more seats than it was expecting, and in that euphoria, now they are looking at 2029 or any opening, because there is a coalition government, any opening before that. So this is a preparation for all this. So the Congress is suddenly, Congress story is suddenly looking quite, promising in that sense.
Right. Lavanya, also tell us this whole criticism around Priyanka Gandhi that, we know that she's played an important role in several elections, including UP and Himachal Pradesh, but the fact that she took, so many years, at least 10 years to make her foray into electoral politics, is that going to be something that will be held against her? And even now, the fact that the family and the party has chosen a seat which is as safe as Wayanad.
What does it mean by safe as Wayanad? I mean, if she wanted to contest at this point of time, Wayanad is vacant. I mean, he has to vacate one of the seats. So you can't say it is a safe seat, so she's contesting from there. She could have contested from any other part of India, and we are sure that she would have won. But, she always chose to stay back home and put her family first. And that is something we always knew and understood. I don't think anybody had a issue within the party about that, or it need not be, Vasudha, that electoral politics is the ultimate goal in politics. A lot of us in politics do not view contesting elections is the last ultimate goal for us. A lot of us would want to be at the background. I'm sure she did the right thing. I mean, her kids were growing up and she chose to be there with them.
Right.
And I think that was something that worked for her.
Absolutely. Rashid, would you like to say something on that? Because also, are the siblings now poised enough to, in some ways mobilize the party as MPs? Because clearly the party has also managed to do really well, at least better than expected, winning about 101 seats in the Lok Sabha election. So clearly there is some upswing, especially in some states like Maharashtra. At a time like this, the optics, the timing of it, and the fact that both the Gandhis could be in the parliament very soon. Is that something that will boost the party's prospects, the cadre, the workers, and also the leaders?
Absolutely, Vasudha. And I think there is over-analysis of the fact that she's going to South. I mean, if you get elected from Wayanad, it is not going to stop her from campaigning in, Hindi heartland, in Uttar Pradesh or elsewhere. So therefore, she is a very important person as party general secretary. She is sort of Rahul Gandhi, several years senior to her in politics. Remember, Rahul came in Lok Sabha in 2004. She would probably be entering sometime in 2024. So there is a gap of 20 years. In any, political party, if you see there are more than one member of the family, then there is one person who's a centerpiece, who's first among equals. You look at Akhilesh Yadav, you look at Tejasvi, you look at M.K. Stalin, you look at Sukhbir Badal, a lot of examples I can give. So therefore, and Priyanka Gandhi by her own admission considers Rahul as my leader. So in that sense, there is not going to be any problem. If there is going to be more than one Gandhi, the Congress card, it is of the Congress cadre, and Congress cadre is going to feel good about the whole thing, and there is some kind of Congress is in some kind of revival mode. Remember, there's going to be assembly elections in Haryana and Maharashtra, and of course Jharkhand. If Congress and its allies they do well, then there's going to create a lot of problem for the NDA and Mr. Narendra Modi also.
Right. Also, Lavanya, in the last few years, we've seen your party do really well in the south of India. You come from the state of Karnataka. It's done well there. It has a government there. Telangana, of course, we saw the party do really well. In fact, Rahul Gandhi started his Bharat Jodo Yatra from Kanyakumari. Do you see this, the fact that Priyanka is, going to contest from Wayanad, and that seat is also something that's going to be special to the family. Do you see that impacting, influencing the Congress party's popularity in the south of India, or do you think that Rahul Gandhi moving to the north of India is another signal altogether?
You see, if you're asking if the influence of the Gandhi family on the Congress vote base or on the party workers is going to fluctuate, absolutely not. It is going to stay as strong as it was earlier, and it will continue to be so. Gandhi family, multiple people from the Gandhi family have contested in the southern states a couple of times earlier too, and they have won with a great margin when they contested, be it Medak, be it Chikmagalur, be it Ballari. It has been good for the Gandhi family. And, even before Rahul Gandhi contested in Wayanad, it was an UDF seat. It was a Congress MP there who contested from Wayanad. So it was always a Congress bastion. So that way, Vasudha, I don't think it's going to make any kind of difference in their popularity or their impact on the party. In fact, so Priyanka ji being down south, I think the party cadre will be much more enthused, because she has worked in the South earlier too, with her mother's elections, with her brother's elections. It's going to be good for the party.
That's very interesting. Rashid ji, your last closing remarks on this debate. What do you think the future is, and also the immediate and also long-term prospects of the Gandhi siblings being in the parliament, and also Raebareli being chosen as Rahul's seat?
So it's going to be very interesting, Vasudha, and particularly if Rahul Gandhi takes, the role of leader, formal role of leader of opposition in Lok
Yes, sir.
Sabha.
What do you think is going to happen on that? Because I think that is a far more interesting debate. Who do you think is Rahul up for this job as well? What do you think is going to happen?
So it is, yeah, Vasudha. So it's logical and it's very timely for Rahul Gandhi to be leading from the front in Lok Sabha, having a formal position. Remember, Vasudha, you covered Parliament and you know all the kind of rules. And so leader of opposition is there in the Business Advisory Committee. Leader of the opposition has a kind of decisive say in that panel that elects Lokpal, that elects Election Commissioner, CVC, CBI Director, several other crucial posts. So while Mr. Gandhi may have functional problem in dealing with Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi will also have problem in adjusting to a leader of opposition, an unconventional politician, a very sharp, kind of shooter in Mr. Rahul Gandhi. So it's going to be very interesting time. And if Priyanka Gandhi wins from Wayanad, then you will have a sort of double barrel attack on the NDA coalition government. Remember, Priyanka Gandhi is seen to be a very aggressive speaker. So when she speaks in parliament, she will be making far more impact. So I think this Bhai Bahan Jodi is not a first of its kind, because Mother of Scindia and Vasundhara Raje, they were also in parliament, though they were on the two other sides of two different political parties. So this Bhai Bahan ki Jodi is going to create, quite a ripple, and it's going to give us some, interesting time also.